It's Tuesday, May 7th. I'm Jasmine Anderson. The accused gunman charged with murdering an NYPD detective from Long Island is due in court today. Police say Guy Rivera fatally shot Detective Jonathan Diller of Massapequa Park during a traffic stop in Queens in March. The driver of the car, Lindy Jones, was arraigned last month. Tensions remain high on local college campuses.
Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine!
Yesterday, over 85 students and faculty members took part in a pro-Palestinian protest at Hofstra. We spoke with people on both sides.
We don't believe there is a side except for humanity, so we're standing with humanitarian concerns for what's happening to the people in Gaza.
Disagree with it, but I appreciate that they've worked within the system here.
Protesters are asking for the university to disclose and divest its interest in Israel. Stony Brook University faculty is demanding charges against campus protesters be dropped. Yesterday, the Faculty Senate voted to ask the university to grant amnesty to all 29 students and faculty arrested during demonstrations last week. More than 20 students were suspended. An East Northport middle schooler is facing charges accused of making a mass threat of harm against her school. Police say the 13-year-old girl made the threat yesterday afternoon. No weapons were found. Another Long Island town is cracking down on short-term rentals. Babylon Town hired a firm to use AI to track the rentals, including Airbnb. It will use the data to check whether homeowners have proper permits. Officials say there has been an uptick in complaints from neighbors about loud parties due to rentals, and they could soon ban them. Another property tax hike could be coming to the city by the sea. Long Beach's new city manager is proposing a budget that would increase taxes by 2.6%. The average homeowner could see an increase of about $53. Rising superstar Jalen Brunson helped the Knicks rally past the Pacers for a big win in Game 1 of the second round of the playoffs. Newsday Knicks reporter Steve Popper takes a look at what's next.
I guess this is just the way it's going to be for the Knicks this season. It's been one after another, nail-biting, just scratching, clawing, finding a way to win. But as they did in the first round against Philadelphia, tonight in Game 1 against the Indiana Pacers here at Madison Square Garden, they found a way to escape, trailing much of the game, win 121-117, led, of course, again by Jalen Brunson, who joins rarefied air, actually is the only one in this air. He's the first player in NBA history with 40 points, 5 assists in 4 straight games. He's the 5th player, along with, just listen to the names, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Oscar Robertson, LeBron James, with at least 30 points and 5 assists in 5 straight games in the postseason. Historic things he's doing right now. But he doesn't get it done without a lot of scratching and clawing from his teammates, too. Dante DiVincenzo drawing a charge with 5 fouls with 12 seconds left to take away Indiana's chance to tie the score. Brunson, of course, on the other end adds 2 free throws, and that puts the game away.
I would say nothing. I'm not going thinking I need to score 40. That's not my mindset at all. My mindset is to be aggressive, to make plays for myself and for others. And so gain the paint and see what's happening. And I have the confidence I know I could score in the paint, but I know I have the confidence that my teammates are all moving and get into open positions where they can be successful as well.
It's 1 game to none. If there's going to be 4 or 7 of these, I don't know how long they can last, how long we can last. But Josh Hart, 48 minutes again tonight, 24 points, 13 rebounds. They're just doing a lot of little things, a lot of the big things by Brunson, and getting it done. This is Steve Popper, Newsday Sports.
Well, let's keep it going. Steve, thank you. You can read more about the Knicks playoff run on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. On the ice tonight, the Rangers are looking to take a 2-0 lead in their series with the Carolina Hurricanes. The puck drops at 7 o'clock at MSG. Proposed gender-neutral rules could open the door to more co-ed high school teams. Greg Serra takes a look at what that could mean for your kids.
The New York State mixed competition policy in high school sports, it could be getting a makeover. The state committee met to discuss a potential change in the policy, which would allow girls to try out for boys' sports and vice versa, as long as the same sport is not offered in the same season to both boys and girls. The current rules say if there are no corresponding sports in the same season and there is no adverse effect on the girls, then a boy can play if approved by a panel within his school district, and then the superintendent in that district would have the final say. Girls have played on boys' teams and made their mark. Sophia Laspina made history when she played for the Mepham football team and became the first female to score a touchdown in New York State. And how about Abigail Rolfe of Port Jefferson? She made All-League for the baseball team and got the first hit by a female player in a state playoff game. The newest proposal would take the decision-making for boys to play girls' sports and vice versa away from the districts and create an equal and open tryout for high school teams. So if there are boys and girls track in the spring, boys would have to try out for the boys' teams and girls for the girls' teams. But boys' football is played in the fall and girls would be able to try out, and girls' flag football is played in the spring and boys could now try out. If the plan is approved in the fall, neither of the executive directors, Pat Pizzarelli of Nassau and Tom Combs of Suffolk, are in favor of any change that adversely affects the girls.
Greg, thank you. Read more about the gender-neutral rule for school sports on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Getting students with special needs back on track after the pandemic. Sherry Einhorn takes a look at the story you'll see only in Newsday.
Well, one of the worst things was for her to be out of her routine.
15-year-old Brianna Clark has autism and is nonverbal. When schools were forced to shut down during the COVID-19 pandemic, Brianna's mom says their schedule went out the window.
All of a sudden go from being in school every day to being home every day was a real issue.
School administrators across Long Island have said repeatedly that students fell behind with academics and social emotional skills. Here at the Nassau BOCES Children's Readiness Center in Garden City, school officials say students with special needs really struggled with the isolation of the pandemic.
Little guys we saw that were just learning how to socialize, right? Learning how to read emotions off of people's faces. They weren't necessarily getting that. People were behind masks, so they weren't able to have those opportunities that they might have had prior to COVID. So coming back in, there was a lot of support on working on those skills with students.
As far as for being able to address them, be proactive with our strategies and our training and our resources to prevent any further setbacks, we really just felt that that's the way to address this need and really address any of the concerns that the students would have post-pandemic.
As for Brianna, her mom says it took about 6 months to get back into her school routine, but she's in a good place.
I think she would be further along if the pandemic didn't occur. But I think that, she's progressing and, things are getting better and she is gaining those skills just, a little bit later than she normally would have.
For Newsday TV, I'm Sherry Einhorn.
Read more about this story on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Top dogs. Some local pups are competing in the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show. Elisa DiStefano has a story you'll see only in Newsday.
They are Long Island's prized pedigrees and the world's top dogs.
You are a beauty queen.
Gearing up for the iconic Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show.
This is Haley. She is a little over 2-year-old English setter. We originally bought her to be a family member, and she turned out to just be so beautiful, and we started to show her.
To prepare for the world-class competition, Kaylee spends a lot of time on her Locust Valley lawn, getting her exercise to stay toned and trim.
What does it take to get her ready for the show?
She eats right, not a whole lot of table scraps. She does not, she can't get fat. They do look at the dog, standing there, but then they also want to see the dog's motion. If you got too much extra weight, that's going to throw the motion off.
Pressure.
Kaylee also has weekly brushing sessions that can be an hour-long event.
It's hard work being beautiful. You ready to win this? Are you ready to win? Yeah. You're a winner to us.
Westminster is kind of like the Super Bowl of dog shows in the U.S.
Westbury's Kalina Phillips has 2 beagles showing.
I have LB, who's 18 months old. She's a puppy. She's a beagle. She'll be in the 15-inch beagle class. And then her mom, Sophia, who's a 4-year-old beagle. This is Sophia's second time in Westminster, LB's first time, and they'll actually be competing against each other.
Whoa, the pressure's on.
To prepare, they play.
Get them in shape, make sure that they're at a good weight, not overweight, not underweight, and that they have correct muscle tone. So letting them play a lot of free play. All of the breeds, they're judged not against the other dogs in the ring. They're judged based on the breed standard.
Can we get like a first and second place for these 2?
If they come home with a ribbon, these guys like McDonald's, so we'll get them some chicken nuggets.
Elisa DiStefano, NewsdayTV.
Good girl.
Oh, they are all winners in my book. So cute. To read more about the dogs on Newsday.com, just click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Your hyper-local Tuesday weather now. Today is the perfect day to take your dogs out for a nice walk. Beautiful day ahead. Here's a look at Foster Memorial Beach in Sag Harbor. Nice skies and warmer weather on your way. Here's a look at your day planner. Sunny today. Highs are in the low 70s. This is the best day of the week, so make sure you get outside. Tomorrow, that's where the shift comes. Rain moves in, cooler temperatures in the 60s. And here's a look at your futurecast. Heavy rain tomorrow morning. We may get a break in the afternoon. We'll keep you updated on that. Looking at your 7-day forecast now, showers continue throughout the week, but we do get peaks of sunshine with highs in the upper 50s and 60s. That's your 7-day forecast.
Long Island weather is brought to you by Fire Island Ferries.
I'm Jasmine Anderson. Have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for watching.